Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in the garden today because I have a very exciting week ahead of me. I've been so pumped for this project. The shed behind me, I'm gonna give it a makeover. I've been waiting until it's been like consecutive days of warmer weather and sun and no rain in order to be able to paint. I also have some garden plans that I drafted up. I kind of finally have like a vision of what I want this yard to look like. So I'll share that too. Okay, let's talk about the shed. Does anybody remember when we first moved in here? That shed was like weirdly placed right next to this huge maple tree. It was not in the corner of the yard where it is now. And we were like, why is this here? Who would do that? The shed was in good condition, so we wanted to keep it. Anyways, we like searched and searched for a company, and we found this company that kind of does like random odd jobs like that. And like 6 dudes came and picked it up and like put it on this thing, and then finally got it to the corner where we wanted it. So that was kind of our strange situation with the shed when we moved in, but otherwise it's in good condition. It just has some very chippy old red paint on it, definitely worn out, and something I've been wanting to update for a while. I looked up a few videos on shed makeovers, so I think I know what I'm doing. Who knows? I'm not a professional, so whatever. If it's not perfect, I'm okay with it. So the other day I did get started already with the boring stuff. We first power washed it because we wanted to get all the dirt and grime off of it. There was like cobwebs, you know, on it. There was leftover carcasses from the cicadas last summer. A lot of them adhered to the shed. So gross. After that was completely dry, then I went in and sanded it. It's day 2. I need to sand the shed, but it's very risky because it's pretty cloudy out. And if it rains, I'm kind of screwed. The whole shed will be wet and then I won't be able to paint. So it doesn't say rain in the forecast. I don't know. I really want this to work out. My mom's like, I just dropped the kids off at my mom's. She's like, it's a little cold. You're doing this today? I was like, yeah, Mom, I can't help myself. Doing all the projects. I don't feel like I need to get all the paint off because I'm just doing another color. I'm not staining it. So I did go in and try to start painting it that day, but then it literally started snowing. So I had to abort the whole thing. And here we are again, trying it out. I hope the weather is not lying to me and that it's actually going to be dry for the next few days so that the work I'm putting in today does not get destroyed. I also did have the kids paint a little bit because I promised Jace that I would let him paint. So they graffitied the side a little bit with their initials. So yeah, that brings us to today. I am ready to get this thing painted, and I also have these bricks, old bricks that were in our yard when we moved in here that I've been trying to find something to do with them to repurpose them. And so I have a really cool idea for kind of like the front entrance to put on the floor. You'll see, but let's get started because I only have a few hours here. Okay, first of all, I love the color. It's exactly what I wanted. It's not like a jet black. It's literally called Slate. I did debate if I wanted to leave any of the trim or not. I didn't want to leave any of like the white trim on the door, but I think I like this top trim. So I think I'll leave that. I like don't even really care to do a fresh coat of paint for that, honestly. I don't mind that it's like a little bit worn. My hands are cramping so bad. I definitely am gonna have to do a second layer because I can still see red peeking through. I have to go back and kind of like do the trim. I have to pick up my kids from my sister's. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. But when I get back, it's nap time. So the 2 little ones will nap. I'll have Jace out here with me, and I'm gonna attempt to do my brick project, which is gonna be right in front of the door there. Hopefully that doesn't take too long either. In my head, all these things were so much quicker. All right, so I shared my inspiration pic earlier in this video, and I'm essentially just copying exactly what that is because I have enough bricks to do that. I started off by digging pretty shallow here. I mapped it out earlier, so I knew exactly the size that I needed to dig out. Since this isn't going to be a heavy traffic area, I'm not too worried about doing this more formally with like sand or gravel underneath. I'm just going to go ahead and lay the brick right on top of the soil. Once I got the main design down, I went in and added a few more kind of smaller broken bricks throughout the larger pieces. Then I had the kids help me fill it back in with dirt, and we just made sure it was very compact in there. Actually added a little bit of sand to our dirt to help weigh it down a little bit. Okay, welcome to day like 500 of this shed makeover. I'm kidding, it's just comical at this point how long it takes a mom of 3 little kids to get one simple little shed makeover done. According to the weather app, which we probably can't trust, today is like the only sunny day this week, and then the next like 7 days are supposed to be raining. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to wrap up this video. Even though there is a lot more that I wanted to do with the shed, I'm not going to be able to get that all done today since it's the only sunny day this week. So I'm going to focus on kind of clearing out a few things nearby, showing you a bit of like my garden plan. Before we get to that, let's take a moment to talk about today's video sponsor, Luisa Jewelry. I've worked with them before. I always wear their jewelry. I have on some beautiful necklaces from them right now. Mother's Day is coming up very soon. Some of you may be looking for a gift to get a loved one, or maybe thinking of links to send out to your significant other so that they don't just get you something you didn't really want. Luisa Jewelry is known for jewelry that is long-lasting, hypoallergenic, water-resistant, and sustainable. All of those great things. Plus, it's actually affordable. Designs start at just $39. I'm wearing today this sweet mama necklace layered with their initial necklace. I have never actually owned any jewelry that has a very like clear bold lettering on it, but I do love these because they are kind of more subtle. I like the font on it, and it's just obviously meaningful to me because I'm a mama and that's my most important title. Ana Luisa's Mother's Day sale is officially here, so if you're looking for any sweet gifts, make sure to check out the link in my description. And a huge thanks to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so hopefully you can see my very rough sketch here, but this is basically the back deck. This is the pea gravel area. I'm still planning on putting plants under the tree here, a nice little understory. This is our hammock with our 2 trees. So on the far right would be nice to take some of my extra flagstone and make a little path leading up to like this area, and this will all be like shade garden. This is going into a kid zone, so I'm really excited to work on this. But basically surrounding the playground to the right and left, I want like an area where the kids can dig and play with their trucks, do whatever, maybe have like some logs, very nature center inspired. On the far left, I don't know what I'm going to do with it exactly yet. Depending on how much light I get here after the arborist raises the canopy of our big tree, I may be able to put a veggie garden here. That would be like ideal. Okay, that brings us to the left back corner, the shed. Okay, the second coat of paint was completed the other day during a nap. So it finally is covering all of the red. I love how the color turned out. I love how the bricks turned out. I did it exactly like the picture. It's what I wanted. I actually ended up bringing over this huge cement pot, which was kind of randomly placed in the corner of the yard because I didn't have like a permanent spot for it, but I think I like it in this corner here, contrasting with the dark shed. But this thing is so heavy, you're not going to believe how I got it over here. Because I didn't have like a dolly or anything to wheel it. So it's kind of funny how when your husband's not around, you channel this like supernatural strength and you can literally pick up, move, do anything. But once they're home, you're just so weak and helpless. It's weird how that works, isn't it? I kind of want like a few more planters here. We'll see. That's going to have to be in a part 2. Now, just like the brick that I used for that entryway, a lot of this flagstone was left over on the property when we moved here, and it was pretty much a mess. So we picked it all up and put it under the tree. and it just became a mess here as well and doesn't look good whatsoever. Since I want to make this small area under the tree to the left of this playground part of that kid zone, I really need to get these out of here. Eventually, the goal would be to use this flagstone on the far right of the backyard to create the path leading up to the small seating area, but that's going to be a lot more work that I'm going to need help with. So for now, I just need to get these out of the way. I'm starting off by moving the rain barrels and leaf blowing a little bit to get all the debris out of the way, bagging up the leaves, and actually I've been thinking a lot about leaf compost. Since we get so much leaf fallout from the tree, we usually end up just having landscapers haul it away, but I've been researching more for a more environmentally friendly solution for turning my leaves into mulch and using them as compost in the future. I found this gardening channel with a woman named Olga Carmody that I've been really loving lately. She talks about using heavy-duty contractor plastic bags to just bag up leaves, poke some holes on the bottom of the bag, and make sure to leave the top open so the rain can seep through and work on decomposing the leaves over time. Eventually, you can use this in your own garden. So I'm trying to make a little section back here where I can kind of hide these away. I feel like I just need to get this neatly stacked, I guess, against there. But ideally, I would have wanted like a small potting table right here. Or maybe it would be this way. Oh, nice. So I'm trying to decide, depending on where that is, where I should put all this flagstone. Eventually, I decided to create a little wall of flagstone in front of the compost bags, even though I know they're not high enough to really hide them. I think it's fine, especially if I eventually get a potting table to sort of distract from that whole back area. This took quite a while to find all the flagstone because a lot of it was buried under debris and leaves, so I had to go back in and keep raking and snow blowing around it to just fully clean up this area because I wanted it to be nice and clean for the kids to utilize. Just when I think I'm done, I keep finding more flagstone. This is going to be a no kid zone. This is not play area. I will make sure my kids know that. Play area ends there. They love digging holes and keeping their rocks somewhere. So that's like kind of what I want this area to be. Instead of them taking the shovel and trying to dig random holes all over the yard, I tell them you could do anything you want in this space. You can mess up the ground as much as you want. Okay, I need to stop before I faint.
Best friend.
Best friend, honey. I love you.
I need to fight the bad guy.
Go fight the bad guy. Go get him. Go get him.
Well, he has ice powers and fire powers. And they have different powers.
Like what?
Water.
Water.
And fire and ice.
Oh, I love it. I think this area would be cool to maybe do like a sand pit eventually. We'll see. I'll give you guys my inspo pics for the kids zone areas and kind of what I'm trying to accomplish, but it's definitely going to take time. That took forever just to clear this out. I did border it off with extra brick and stone, but I might eventually change that. I just like the idea of like laying the groundwork, creating the borders and the spaces, because honestly, the less grassy areas we have in this yard, the better. I don't want to work against the fact that the grass just doesn't grow here very well. The clover is coming in very slowly, so we'll see what happens with that. But I just feel like, let's get rid of grass areas. Let's create other spaces, right? My stone wall didn't turn out all that great. I mean, it's definitely not blocking the trash bags, but that's fine. I'm still going to put the rain barrels in front of it until we actually need to use rain barrels. I don't know if we'll need it this season or not. We might end up selling them. Okay, friends, I need to go take a nap. That was more difficult than I thought it would be. It always is, but I am so happy with how the shed turned out, the bricks, exactly how I wanted it. Again, stay tuned for a part 2 so I can add some plants, a lantern, a potting table. I think that'll kind of add a lot because this is now a very dark corner. But hopefully this inspired you. Or maybe it did the opposite because I probably look very tired and you're like, there's no way I'm gonna go do that, Nicole. I have to go. My kid has the leaf blower going. Love you guys. Oh, darn it.